are some of the most luxurious SUVs that you can get in the Kenyan market, including some of the best cars. But what is hidden behind the camera is a beast, a vehicle that most people would like to own in the Kenyan market. And if you love SUVs on a luxury level and also SUVs at a performance level, today you're going to see the fastest SUV in Kenya. I'm talking about this 2021 BMW X6 competition, which is actually amazing. It is an X6 competition to be precise, which means you get the highest performance engine in a BMW. Now, this is not only about performance, it's all about luxury and everything about cars. Now, this SUV is the chief competitor to the Mercedes-Benz GLE 63S and the Porsche Cayenne Turbo S. Now, if you bring the BMW to the table, I think it will beat the other cars hands down. But that is, of course, up to debate. If you love Mercedes-Benz, of course, you'll think the GLE is the fastest. But if you go the BMW way, proven by statistics and power figures, this is one of the most powerful SUV in the market. If you like a more refined interior, then maybe the Porsche Cayenne would be a better option. And honestly or genuinely, I think the Porsche Cayenne Turbo might just beat this SUV. But for practicality, the BMW X6M competition is the best car in the market right now. Being a 2020 model, 2021 model, you get modern features, modern safety features, some nicely tuned suspension system, and of course, as you can see, the car is improved with better aesthetics, better design. Everything here looks good. The car is a bit longer right now, and it's large, it's more aggressive, and of course, it is very, very beautiful. Now, if you're interested in purchasing this beast in the Kenyan market, the asking price as of now is only 18 million shillings. But of course, the price is very much negotiable. If you have around 16 million shillings, 15 million shillings on the lowest side, then maybe you can go for this 2020 BMW X6 competition. Now, just to show that this is an X6M, Derek showed them here. This is an X6M competition. It's not just an X6M. It is the competition, which is the best performing SUV in the market as of now. One of the best. And remember, Range Rovers are also taking their engines from BMW. The 4.4 liter twin turbo V8 is what powers this SUV. You get 617 horsepower, 750 Newton meters of torque. All that power is sent to all the four wheels via an 8-speed automatic transmission, which is very, very robust. So if you want a performance car, then you are in the right place today. If you're new to this channel, make sure you subscribe, because this is a place where we show you SUVs on a luxury level, SUVs on a performance level. And if you also want to see sedans on a performance level, in one of my videos, I reviewed a BMW M8 competition, which is also a top performer, and it is among the rarest cars that you can get in the Kenyan market. It is also powered by the same engine which powers this SUV, a 4.4 liter twin turbo V8 with some crazy horsepower, and that one is a bit tuned for better performance and better on-road features. Now, let me show you the other SUV that we have here quickly. Derek, if you'd like to have a Range Rover, we have a 2023 Range Rover autobiography, which goes for 33 million shillings. Now, in case of a zombie apocalypse in Kenya, of course, you can go for this Toyota Land Cruiser, which is powered by a 4.6 liter V8, which is naturally aspirated. And of course, this is a very legendary vehicle. The asking price for this unit is only 12.5 million shillings. If you don't like Range Rovers and you want something from Land Rover, of course, you can go for a Land Rover Defender, which goes for 16 million shillings. You have several options. You have a 2 liter, you have a 3 liter, and of course, the most powered, which is also a V8. Now, on this side, we have the most luxurious BMW in the market right now. We have this BMW 740i, which is the chief rival to the Mercedes-Benz S-Class. This one has a 3 liter inline 6, of course, which is the modern system, and it has a mild hybrid. Now, that is a video for the next time, and that's not the topic for today. We are focusing more on the X6. Now, another sedan on a luxury level is the 2020 Mercedes-Benz S-Class. It is an S500. It is powered by a 3 liter inline 6 with an EQ boost to ensure better performance. Now, look at this car. Look at how beautiful this SUV is. from the front side all the way to the rear side. The car is amazing. And Derek, let us give them a 360-degree view of the car. And of course, we will start from the front side. So let me just switch on the lights. Let us see how the car is. Now, in terms of the lighting, the car looks amazing. The car is actually very, very beautiful. Everything looks nice, starting from the eye aesthetics, of course, starting from the lighting system. Of course, right here, as you can see, you have this aggressive design over here. Because it is an M competition, you have this M body kit over here, which has a bit of black finishing all over, which is actually pretty good. We have this aggressive kidney grille over here with a bit of black finishing over here. And of course, you realize that the grille has this spacing here to ensure that your engine breathes in nicely, okay? Now, in terms of the headlights, you have this full LED laser headlights here. Of course, you have your turn signals on top, daytime running lights over here. And for the blue finish, it shows you that these headlights has the laser technology, which sees all the way up to 600 plus meters. So at night, you'll be able to see a finer or a greater distance while driving this BMW. Now, Derek, let us continue. Waonyeshe huko kwingine. Cameraman wangu ameenda detour peke yake huko. Now, we have this beautiful air vents over here, at least to allow more entry into the engine, which is actually amazing. The front side looks good. A number of safety features, including a number of sensors, a front-facing camera to ensure that you don't scratch this expensive SUV. Now, on the side profile, the car is good. Let me just switch off these hazards. Yeah, the hazards are good. Everything looks nice. It's a BMW, and of course, everything is top quality. Now, in terms of the tires, we have these Michelin performance tires, which actually look pretty good. Of course, we have these multi-spoke alloys, which are built nicely, and of course, they are reinforced to ensure that while you're driving this SUV, you are very safe. If you look clearly into the inside, you get these large brake discs here, which are vented and perforated to ensure that your braking system cools nicely so that it will always be performing at the expected spectrum. Some large brake calipers over there. I've seen other people go for Brembo, which is actually pretty good. And of course, in terms of the suspensions, you get your double wishbone suspension with coil and springs, which are fine-tuned with the BMW M competition for better performance and good on-road handling. Okay, so you have electronically controlled dampers, which are actually pretty good. Yeah, electronically controlled dampers, which controls the suspension system actively. Okay, yeah, so it gives the suspension some nice on-road performance, which personally I think it is a very good thing for an SUV like this. It is a modern car, so we'd expect to get some of the most modern features. So in terms of the suspensions, you don't need to worry about this BMW X6 being a shady car. This is the top of BMW's engineering. Now, as you move to the rear side, this is a beautiful machine. You're being reminded almost everywhere that this is the M competition. So you have this side badging over here. It says an X6M, yeah, which is a competition trim. And you have these fins over here, which I think are active to ensure some good aerodynamics. On the side also, because this is an M, you get this carbon fiber. These are the real carbon fibers. If you know how to confirm it, then maybe you can check it. Some nice turn signals over here, and of course you get side cameras over here so that at least you can get a clear or a good 360-degree view of the vehicle. Now, active blind spot system is available on this kind of course. As you can see from this triangle, you'll be able to see someone, or it will warn you if someone is encroaching on your blind spot. Keyless entry over here. As soon as you have your key in close proximity, you can always access the interior nicely. So this is a modern SUV, and of course, as you can see, it has soft close. If you open this door and leave it somewhere there, of course, the door will close itself nicely. Yeah, so it has the soft close technology. The rear side is good, and you have this beautiful sloping design over here, which actually looks pretty good. If you'd like to have something that is this beautiful, this BMW X6 has presented itself to you with a very good budget of 18 million shillings only. Now, some of the features available here is that we have this mini spoiler on the top side. I think this is an aftermarket feature. You have an idle fin over there. This car comes with a sunroof, so you'll be able to see a sunroof right there, but I'll show you that in the interior. You have this sloping roof over here, which is actually pretty good. Some nice design. Of course, once you open this, it kind of opens all the way to the top side. Let me show you that. Yeah, so being a coupe, it opens all the way to the roof line. Of course, as you can see, it opens all the way to this side, unlike the other cars, which always opens to this space here. So that's the practical bit about this SUV. Of course, as you can see, how much data is being stored inside here. Look at this beautiful design over here. It has some good storage space over there. We have this boot section over here that opens widely for you to nicely access the rear side. And of course, the tailgate is electrically adjustable. That is a very beautiful feature. I love the new LED taillights over here, being reminded that this is an M competition with these badges on this side. On the rear side, they come like this way. On the rear side, you have quad exhaust, 2 on the right side and some other 2 on the left side. Beautiful rear diffuser here, black in color, but I would like if BMW would have used a carbon fiber just like in the M8 competition, which is actually pretty good. In terms of safety, of course, you get a number of sensors here on the rear side, and of course, you have this camera here to help you when you're reversing or trying to park this car somewhere. So for this SUV, everything is nice. BMW will not forget to put carbon finishing on their car. This is a beautiful carbon wing over here, which actually looks pretty good. You might think it's something small, but it improves on the downforce on this SUV to ensure that it always stays on the road nicely. So Derek, maybe unaweza pause kidogo to allow. Okay, so let us now check the interior of this car. I know most of you would say a GLE looks better, but yeah, we have to confirm that. Personally, I think I'm a Beamer guy, and of course, BMW will always win, whatever the case. Even if the GLE looks better for me, this BMW looks nice. Look at this. Look at how beautiful the cockpit is. It looks like an airplane finish. Some very good design. You have these bucket seats here. These are performance SUV, so bucket seats is a standard feature. Now, starting from this side, this is what you get. Harman Kardon speakers, which actually they are very, very good. Some nice quality over here. And I forgot, I think we should switch on this vehicle. At least you get to hear the engine noise, but I'll do that at the end of the video. Or we should do it right away. Okay, yeah, check this out. Yeah, that is a BMW X6M, and that is the chief competitor to this SUV. Yes, but this is a V8, so you get some powerful engine right here, so there is no competition about this. Yeah, so I think that's it. Yeah, that's very good. With the headlights on, this is what you get. Beautiful design over here. And of course, for those of you who love GLEs, I know that is the competitor right there, but let us continue with our review. All right, so that is what you get when you purchase this 18 million SUV. So now, starting from this side, nicely built door here. The build quality is amazing. You also get some good quality material. Starting from this side, of course, this is a bit of plastic with some nice leather coating. Beautiful stitches over here. Tailgate opener. You can heat and cool your seats using these 2 buttons. Memory seat settings over here. You have this beautiful leather finish, which are perforated also, and it actually looks nice. The door handle has some ambient lighting over here, brushed chrome finish, a bit of carbon, and some additional speakers on this side. You have your door bins over here on the lower side, which actually they're a bit more practical, space for your water bottles and a few other spaces for maybe 1 or 2 documents here and there, but I think the space is very much adequate. Power door controls, which comes in a standard in all the SUVs. The cockpit looks nice. I think I like it. Personally, I think it is a very nice feature. And if you're looking for an MPV, a family uh, van on a luxury level. This is a 2023 or a 2024 Toyota Alphard, which is powered by a 2.5-liter petrol, which is a hybrid. So if you want to have a car like that, it is available for 11 million shillings. As you access the interior, you're being reminded that this is an X6M and not an M. It's a competition. The seats are good. You get these beautiful bucket seats over here, which are actually amazing. On the top side or on the headrest, you're being reminded that this is an X6M. You have these supports on the side, lumbar support over here, beautifully crafted seats. The base area is large, and of course, you have this part here that extends to support your under thighs to ensure that you're always comfortable on long journeys. Electric seat adjustments are also available on this side. Now, another thing that will show you that this is an M competition are the stripes on your safety belt. Look at this. It matches the M badges. So, yeah, you get yourself beautiful features. On this side, controls for your headlights. Of course, they're here. You just press a few buttons here and there. And, of course, your headlights will be controlled. Storage space here and there. Some nice air vents over here. And, of course, as you sit inside here, this is what you get to see. Beautiful design. Beautiful finishing. This is a car that you own, and of course I think this is a flex. Yeah, if you're able to get this SUV, you'll be able to flex around. Look at this. You get a clear view of the surrounding, and as you sit by yourself, you digest slowly that, yeah, you have one of the best SUVs in the market. Now you get this leather wrap steering wheel here with stitches that matches the M competition design. Look at this. And of course you also have your M modes over there. You have your M1 and M2, which you can actually modify them, or you can customize them with controls that you need. Now for the M2, of course, it turns off the, what do you call it, traction control. Of course, as you can see here, driving stabilization is now active. If you press this button, what do you call it? At times we call it traction control. If you press this, the traction control comes on, traction control goes off. Now, as you can see there, it says driving without stabilization, traction control is off. You get these beautiful digital clusters over here. It is a modern SUV, so you get modern clusters. You get your fuel gauge over here. Distance remaining 357 kilometers, and of course, as you can see, the fuel is almost on the lowest side. All right, 44,000 kilometers on this. This part shows you which doors are open. It gives you all the notifications about the car. This other part, it scans the driver's face to see if the driver is sleeping, if the driver is not looking on the road. If it senses anything out of the normal, of course, there will be some beeping sounds just to remind the driver that, boy, you are the one driving the vehicle, so you need to focus. Everything else looks okay. Very nice features. M1, M2, your paddle shifters over here. Of course, you have your adaptive cruise control, controls for the infotainment system. And on this side, you have this button here to hit the steering wheel. So for an SUV of this size, it is nice. You get some of the best features around. Your SRS airbag is located over here. You get your BMW badging, and for your horns, yeah, you have those two buttons over here. Heads-up display, it's active on this BMW. A large subwoofer on that side, large infotainment system here at the center. Look at this, look at how large it is. For your media, communication, telephone services, mobile devices, BMW assistance, BMW messages, all available here. Okay, look at this. All these phones have been connected here. It's a bit sluggish, but for me, I'll not complain about it. I think everything is just fine. Everything is okay in this BMW X6M. All right. So anything concerning this vehicle can be controlled via this BMW right here. So anything that you need, recent destinations, anywhere you've gone, the notifications, you can set up the display, the instrument cluster right there can be customized using those controls over there. Your heads-up display, the brightness of the infotainment system, all those features can be controlled from this side, which is actually a nice feature. Ambient lighting for an SUV like this, I think each and every other SUV are copying each other. You have ambient lighting. Of course, the GLE also has ambient lighting, and BMW decided you guys are not alone on this. Now, another feature that BMW uses that I don't see Mercedes-Benz using is the carbon fiber on their M competition vehicles. On the dash, you get this carbon fiber all over. Look at this. This is all carbon fiber on this side, and it's all extended to this side. A bit more of carbon, and this side you also get carbon fiber, which is actually pretty good. Some nice air vents over here. Your hazard button, you can arm the sensors all around the vehicle. This is where the display for your AC will be. It will show up somewhere here, and all these are controls for your climates. Down here you get several other controls for the infotainment system, proximity sensors and all that. You can activate your infotainment system from there. And of course, the center console. The housing on the center console looks good. On the edges you have this beautiful leather. It's a bit hard, not very soft, with some beautiful stitches, a bit of brushed chrome finishing over here. And on the center you have carbon. It's loaded with carbon everywhere. So this carbon fiber, your X6M badging over there. Everything else looks okay. Your gear shifter for your 6-speed automatic transmission, which is actually pretty good. Your rotary controls over here for the infotainment system, because as you can see, you can use that to control the vehicle. If the vehicle is moving around, that's where you can use it to control it. Your push to start button. Driving modes, you have your M mode. You can set up the modes that you want to drive in. Of course, you have your exhaust limiter over there. Electronic parking brake. Hill descent is also available. Traction control is also available on that side. You can arm your sensors using this button, among so many other things. So it is a large SUV, beautiful as you like. It has so many features that you won't get in many other SUVs. You have a split center console here that houses several things. Of course, as you can see, you have this storage space with an SD card over there. Type-C charging port, which is okay. It's quite nice. And for this side, you get heated and cooled cup holders. Of course, as you can see, you can use these buttons to cool your cup holders, or you can use the same buttons to heat up. So you get cold and hot drinks over there. Wireless charging, if you're using an S26, S24, S25, that's a special feature. 12-volt output charger accessories, and of course you get your Type-C or Type-B charging port right there. So it is actually a nice feature for you guys. Now the front passenger gets the same setup, beautiful design, same large seat over here, which is actually amazing. And on the top side, you have your digital rear view mirror, beautiful design over here, LED lighting for the interior, and of course you have this button to control the sunroof. Yeah, so that is essentially about the sunroof. Of course, you get beautiful sunroof over here that runs all the way to the rear side, but because the showroom is closing in a few, I will not be able to show you the entirety of it. Now let me show you the rear side. I'll have to open this door here because it's getting a bit dark on the rear side. Yeah, it's past working hours. I'm stealing some of their time, but of course I'll have to pay. Yeah, so sijui kama nyinyi mtanunua chai, because I'm also doing that to some of the guys here, some very helpful guys. Now for the rear side, this is what you get, beautiful design. Of course, if you're going to sit back here and you need some bit of privacy, you have these privacy shades here, which actually look pretty good. Tinted rear seats, rear windows, not the seats. We've talked about the quality of the leather here, speakers, ambient lighting, carbon fiber, storage space over there. And this is what you get, beautiful design. Look at this, all is good. For a BMW, I think everything is nice. There's nothing much on the rear side. This is just where you sit while you're being driven around. Beautiful seats, leather, cool as you like. They are heated and cooled also. You have this drop down armrest, which of course houses 2 cup holders. Of course, as you can see, you have 2 cup holders over here, and of course you have another tray for you to put 1 or 2 things. So if you're interested in an SUV like this, then maybe you can take it. And of course, as you can see, for your drinks here and there, that is one very special feature for this SUV. You have independent AC for the rear side. You have some beautiful air vents over here. You can control them using these buttons over here. You can heat and cool your rear seats. Look at this, some beautiful buttons here. You can maximum the ACs can be maxed out on the rear side, and of course you can increase the temperatures or lower them depending on what you want. Storage space for your phone, your 12-volt output, among several other things. Pockets here and there to put 1 or 2 things, which is very much okay. And as you sit back here, you get LED lighting for the right side, and of course you can use the ambience of the sunroof here. So as of now, that is what you get out of this BMW X6M. So from this other side, everything looks cool. For an X6, no complaints about it. The front passenger seats are good. You get same features, heated and cool seats, electric seat adjustments. On this side, you have glove compartment, which is nice, large enough for a few things here and there, which is very much okay. Now let me show you the engine bay, where the engine sits. Of course, this is your power plant. This is where you get your 617 horsepower, 750 Newton meters of torque. Now, so this is the engine bay. Of course, as you can see, you have a bit of crumble zone here and there. Everything looks nice. This is a BMW. The engine is built nicely. Of course, this is for performance and a bit of more of luxury. So if you want a mix of luxury and performance, this engine will be able to do that. Of course, you can see the engine, how it is. You're being reminded that this is the BMW. This car is powered by the BMW powering system. Of course, you get a twin turbo V8. Look at this. The intakes are so nice. They're quite large. Yeah. So yeah, it's a nice unit. You have these mounts here and there, which is actually pretty good. So for a BMW, this is one of the best cars they ever made. Yeah. Apart from the M5M, the X6M is my dream car, and I am thrilled to have an X6M on the channel. All right. So good people, make sure you subscribe to this amazing channel. These are not the only cars that we have. There are so many other SUVs. Of course, there's a GLE 450 over there. There's a Range Rover Velar. There's another BMW X6, but that is an X-Drive 35D. There's another Range Rover, and of course, there's an X7 on the farther side. So on this channel, there are so many cars. If you'd like to have high-end SUVs, this is the right place for you guys. Make sure you subscribe to this amazing channel, Wadeki Auto Trading. We do car reviews on a daily basis. We give you showroom walkarounds, and we also show you what is available as of now in the Kenyan market. So thank you so much, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. This is the only place where you can get the best quality vehicles, be it an SUV, be it a sedan, be it a coupe. Everything else on this channel is available. So make sure you follow me. Make sure you subscribe. I have a website, Wadeki Auto Trading. You can follow me on TikTok, Wadeki Auto Trading Backup. That is among so many other places. If you get a place called Wadeki Auto, that would be probably me. There's nobody else called Wadeki Auto Trading. My number is only 10711 431 667. Thank you so much, guys. Make sure you follow me for more. This is what we do on a daily basis. If you need a vehicle, maybe you're looking for a car, you need a vehicle to be reviewed, or anything, any request concerning cars, you can always send it my way. I'll see you in the next one, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video up to now. Press that subscription button. Thank you.